That's not right. Let's try this. Hey, folks. All right. Thank you, Frank. Thank you kindly, Uncle Frankie. Wes, how's everybody doing, man? Everybody well? Hopefully so. Hopefully my sound is okay and behaving. Let's listen and see. Checking 1, 2, 3. All right. I think it's working fine. Oh, let's see. Happy Saturday. It is the. That's not it. Let's get rid of that. Okay. And let's get rid of that. Turn that on. Eh? There we are. All right. Sounds better than the last 2 days here. What? Is that even possible? I know what the difference is. I turned off the. Well, I covered up the. We have a power strip that most of my gear is plugged into, and it's a timer one with a little clicky timer that goes around, and it's always going. And if you listen to any of these streams, you'll hear it. Karen, nice to see you guys. Mama's upstairs sewing for Skyla, making clothes. Because that's what people do. That's what they used to do. It's what we still do. So please, everybody, if you ain't already, please subscribe. And subscribe to each other. Subscribe to your mother. Subscribe to your brother. And smoke them if you got them. Okay? Well, that was like pyrotechnics. Karen M., when is your birthday? We don't want to forget it. UN Owen, the unknown. Here's some say the anti-Owen. Or you could say he's the United Nations Owen. I mean, you could say a lot of things. But I'll just say UN Owen because that's the most innocuous. Uncle Tuesday loves a hope smoothie, but the most thing he'd ever want is Carnation Revolution. Let me tune this pretty thing up. Tickling the like button, also, fair point. Even the unlike button. Any of those buttons. You press any of those buttons. Press the button that tells you next time I go live. All those things. Turn them on, turn them off. I think the fact is, if you use them, that's what they want. I don't think how you use them matters as much as just using them. You know what I mean? Bum, 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 bum. All right, I'm pretty stoked that we have a Beauty and the Boomer coming up. I'm especially proud of the little thumbnail card there because that little sucker came out awesome. And yes. When they thought Uncle Disney gonna be some changes made, pointing fingers, asking questions, 40 years of decisions made. When they thought Uncle Disney, all his tunes gonna be just fine. America's just a giant theme park. Put on them mouse ears and get in line. When they thought Uncle Disney, boy, won't he be surprised. Cartoon cures for all his cancer, thunderbolts in the Florida sky. When they thought Uncle Disney, you'll be coming home with me to stay, and I'll be waiting for you to call me as they roll the credits and the music fades. When they thought Uncle Disney, Heads will roll, I'm afraid. Someone will be held accounted for 40 years of decisions made. 40 years of decisions made. When they thaw out Uncle Disney, all us tunes gonna be just fine. America's just a giant theme park. Put on them mouse ears and get in line. Yeah, it's true. It's a true story. Sad but true. Judy Mayer. So nice to see you all this evening. There's my burrito mama. I got a microphone all set up for you down here, darling. Oh my God, who's cooking what? I'm munching on roasted potatoes with onion and fennel. Lucky bastard. You lucky so-and-so. That sounds delicious. Let's see, what was I gonna do? That's not it. That's not it either. How did I do that? That's weird. All right. So, happy Saturday night. I don't know if I said that already. Happy Beauty and the Boomer pre-show. We're gonna do another set after this one. You know, like I'll play a set and then we'll go watch Beauty and the Boomer and then I'll play another set. I think that'll be fun. Maybe we can trick more people to come back with us, or maybe it'll be too late. I don't know. But either way, I think it's worth a shot. You know what I mean? Fuck it. Right? That's what I'm saying. Anna Mares. Well, I am just a poor boy, though my story's seldom told. I've squandered my resistance for a pocket full of mumble, such are promises. All lies and jest, still a man hears what he wants to hear, and he disregards the rest. La la la, la 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 la. When I left my home and family, I was no more than a boy in the company of strangers, in the quiet of the railway station, running scared, laying low, seeking out the poorer quarters where the ragged people go, looking for the places only they would know. La la la, la 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 la. La 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 la. Asking only workman's wages. I come looking for a job, but I get no offers. Just to come on from the whores on 7th Avenue. I do declare there were times when I was so lonesome I took some comfort there. Then I'm laying out my winter clothes and I'm wishing I was gone, going on where the New York City winters on, bleeding me, leading me, going home. In the clearing stands a boxer and a fighter by his trade, and he carries reminders of every time that laid him low or cut him till he cried out in his anger and his shame. And I am leaving, but the fighter still remains. La la la. La la la. La 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 la. La 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 la. It sounds like you're moving business over there or something.
What do you want me to do?
Lucky Burrito, ladies and gentlemen, on the ambient kitchen, various random and ambient kitchen noises and sounds. Foley, we'll call it Foley because it's a production. A lot goes into these shows, people.
You did not tell me you were live.
I didn't tell you I was live, but you technically were in the room.
What, when you got up and went downstairs and I didn't know what was happening?
No.
Do you hear like this? He's trying to blame me for not telling me. Oops, he went live. It's my fault.
All right, you have to make sure you talk into the mic because yesterday you were a little quieter than the day before. But Sarah says we sound better today than we have in the last 2 days. I don't know what that means.
Well, maybe. I don't know.
I don't either.
I don't know. You put this thing too close to me sometimes.
I put it too close?
No, not this time.
No, now it's perfect, right?
It's fine.
It's fine.
It's fine.
Broken lines, broken springs, broken threads, broken springs, broken buckles, broken heads, people sleeping in their broken beds. Well, ain't no use driving, ain't no use joking, everything is broken. Well, now broken bottles, broken plates, broken switches, broken gates, broken dishes, broken parts. Streets are filled with broken hearts, broken words never meant to be spoken. Everything is broken. Well, seem like every time you stop and turn around, someone else had just hit the ground. Broken cutters, broken saws, broken buckles, broken laws, yeah, broken bodies, broken bones, people sleeping on it, broken phones, to take a deep breath, it feels like you're choking. Everything is broken. Well, every time you leave and go off someplace, things fall to pieces in my face. I said, broken hands, broken plows, broken treaties, broken vows, broken pipes, broken tools, people bending all the broken rules, and a hound dog howling, bulldog croaking. Everything is broken. I say everything is broken. Well, now every time you leave and you go off someplace, the things fall to pieces right in my face. There's broken cutters, broken saws, broken buckles, broken laws, broken bodies, broken bones, broken voices on that broken phone. Said, take a deep breath, it feels like you're choking. I said everything is broken. I said everything is broken. Everything broken. It's all busted.
So, I put in the chat that a politician showed up at the door today.
Those little bastards. They'll knock on anybody's door. They don't care.
I know. I'm like, who's knocking at the door? I'm like, come on, we weren't expecting anybody. I mean, like, I don't know. Like, what's happening here? And the teenager answers the door. And she's like, Mom, there's some guy out there. I think it's a politician. And I'm like, that immediate, like, big sigh. Like, you know.
Your ire goes up immediately.
I'm like, oh, here I go.
Gross.
Right? But then, like, I realized, like, after, I'm like, I shouldn't have even thought that way. I should have been like, awesome. Let's go have a conversation. But I did. I went and had a conversation with this guy. And, I don't think he was expecting, like, you know, this woman with long locks and, like, you know, a tank top with paint all over it and holes, because, you know, I make art in the tank top, and, you know, I got tie-dye pants, and, you know, I'm just a mess. I'm like, dude, you come knocking on my door on a Saturday, and, you know, I'm just hanging out at home. So I go out there and I talk to him. I don't know. How long do you think I had him out there? Like, at least a good 20 minutes.
Yeah, I would say
20 minutes, half an hour. And I really questioned him a lot. And asked him things that he probably wouldn't be expected to be asked running for mayor. I mean, I started out pretty easy on him.
it's drink talk in the chat. Anna Mares is just like, give me a Caucasian. It's simple.
Oh, see, I'm not really much of a drinker, but if I'm drinking, I want a good Swedish vodka, and I want, like, you know, some cranberry juice, or, you know, a mix of that sort. But usually it's just some cranberry juice.
Well, now you may be the answer best dope and friend. You might like to gamble, you might like to dance, you might be the heavyweight champion of the world, you might be a socialite with a long string of pearls, but you're gonna serve somebody. Yeah, you're gonna have to serve somebody. Well, it might be the devil, or it might be the Lord, but you're gonna have to serve somebody. Well, you might be a rock and roll addict, prancing on the stage. You might have drugs at your command. You might have women in a cage. You might be a businessman or some high degree thief. might call you doctor. They might even call you chief. Well, you might be a state trooper. You might be a young Terp like Cenk Uygur. You might be the head of some big old TV network. You might be rich or poor, and you might be blind or lame. You might be living in another country under another name, but you're gonna have to serve somebody. Gonna have to serve somebody. Yeah, you might be a construction worker working on a home. You might be living in a goddamn mansion. You might live in a dome. You might own guns. You might even own tanks. You might be somebody's landlord. You might even own a bank, but you're gonna have to serve somebody. Gonna have to serve somebody. Yeah. You might be a preacher with your spiritual pride. You might be a city councilman taking bribes on the side. You might be working in a barber shop. You might know how to cut hair. You might be somebody's mistress. You might be somebody's heir, but you're gonna have to serve somebody. Yeah, you're gonna have to serve somebody. Well, it might be the devil, or it might be the Lord, but you're gonna serve somebody. Well, you might call me Terry. You might call me Timmy. You might call me Bobby or Stevie. You might even call me Zimmy. You might call me RJ. Yeah, you may call me Ray. You may call me anything, baby, but no matter what you say, you're gonna have to serve somebody. Gonna have to serve somebody. Yeah, it might be the devil. It might be the Lord. Gonna have to serve somebody. I like to see the dancing girl being tapped, you know? Wait, that sounded weird. In the chat, I mean. That sounds even weirder. I don't know. Let's just not talk about it, okay? That was a Bob Dylan song from way back in the 20th century. Back before all the fucking crazy shit happens. Well, not really. That's where the crazy shit started happening, and everybody was asleep for it. They're just like, whatever. NBD. That's what they say now. The kids, they don't even have time to fucking say the whole words anymore. They just, abbreviate.
Anna Maris wants to know why cats can't dance.
Cats can dance.
They do.
It's just, it's interpretive. They're very avant-garde dancers. They're not traditional dancers.
Our cat, Everett, I taught him
as far as I know
how to sit, and he'll sit pretty with his paws up in the air. It looks like he's a little beggar. And,
to be fair though, Everett thinks he might be part dog. He's not really sure.
And
not
he
100%.
also will shake and put your paw in your hand. So, he is a really unique cat, but he does stand up and, kind of do a twirl. I'm thinking that I might be able to get him to do that, or possibly, jump through some hoops. He'll randomly just jump, 3 feet in the air, straight up. He's a pretty crazy cat, and he's 18 pounds. and he's not fat, and he's just super long. So he'll stand up on his hind legs, and he'll grab me or my daughter, just grab our ass, like
Setting obtainable goals like getting your cat to jump through a hoop. I think
So I feel like I could probably get him to twirl like Leo.
she's a very patient lady. In case you guys didn't already know that.
Oh yeah, the cat knows how to ring a little bell too, like the little service bell. We have one of those, and the cat knows how to ring that too.
That's right. If Kate can't drink your beer, yes, I will. I'll help. Cause I love beer. I mostly love like heady beers like IPAs and various Trappist ales and funky monkey ales and what do you call that? Artisan beers or some. They have some fucking bunch of stupid names for it anymore. It's just like good beer that they used to make a long time ago.
Craft beer?
Craft beer, thank you. I could not think of that.
That's why he keeps me around, ladies and gentlemen. Together.
All right, let's get the cats dancing. Come on.
We have a brain.
Well, God said to Abraham, "Will kill me, son." Abe said, "Man, you must be putting me on." God said, "No." Abe said, "What?" God said, "You can do what you want to, Abe, but the next time you see me coming, boy, you better run." Well, Abe said, "Where you want this killing done?" And God said, "Out there on Highway 61. Well, now Georgia Sammy had a bloody nose, and the welfare department wouldn't give him no clothes. And he asked poor Howard, "Where can I go?" Oh, Howard said, "There's only one place I know. Where you give me a minute, hey, I gotta run." Oh, Howard just pointed with his gun. He said, "That way on Highway 61. Well, now Mac the finger said to Louis the King, "I got a 40 red, white, and blue shoestrings and 1,000 telephones that don't ring. Do you know where I could get rid of all of these things?" And Louis the King said, "Man, let me think for a minute, son." He said, "Yes, I think it could be very easily done. Just take everything down to Highway 61. Fifth daughter on the 12th night told the first father that things weren't right. "My complexion," she said, "it's much too white." He said, "Come here, yeah, step into the light." He says, "You're right. Let me tell the second mother that this had been done." Well, the second mother was with the seventh son. They were both out on Highway 61. Roving gambler, he was very bored. He was trying to create the next world war, and he found a promoter. Nearly fell off the floor. He said, "I'd never engaged in this kind of thing before, but yes, oh yes, I think it can be very easily done. We'll just put some bleachers out in the sun, and we'll have it out on Highway 61. We'll just put some bleachers out in the sun. Everybody, we'll be dancing down on Highway 61. We'll just put some bleachers out in the sun and have it out there on Highway 61. Do 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 do. I love doing that song as frantic as possible and trying not to stammer the words because it's challenging. The difficulty factor increases exponentially as you add beats per minute. You start off around 60, 70. You You're like, all right. You get up around, 85. You're like, oh shit. That is a lot of fucking syllables. Damn it.
Leo, I think it's time.
Is it time?
We're gonna do a little Leo cam. Ready? You ready to show everybody your handsome face?
Oh, Leo's face.
Leo, over here. Look, your friends are in there. They're in the computer. He has the most inquisitive look on his face right now. What are you saying?
He's like, Mom, what the hell are we doing? We're in front of that thing again.
It's Leo cam. It's the Leo cam.
Leo cam.
Oh, and now, just, not even a minute. Mr. Cat is in my spot.
Yeah, how did John Travolta get inside our chat? That's what I want to know.
Wait, what?
And it's like the two leads from Saturday Night Fever are in the YouTube emoticon canon. I think that's how you would say it. I don't know.
When Steve and I, we're actually out in the world at bars, before, whatever. Sometimes I was told that people really, really came to the show because they got to see Leo. And I know it was heartbreaking for Steve to hear that. But I think Leo's a good bonus. I mean, people love to dance with Leo, hang out with him.
Someone's got it in for me. They're planting stories in the press. Whoever it is, I wish they cut it out quick, but when they will, I can only guess. Well, they say I shot a man named Gray, took his wife to Italy, and she inherited $1 million. And when she died, it came to me. I can't help it if I'm lucky. People see me all the time and they just can't remember how to act. Their minds are filled with big ideas and images and distorted facts. Yeah, even you, yesterday, you had to ask me where it was at. After all these years, by now you should have known me better than that, dear lady. Idiot wind blowing every time you move your mouth, blowing down the back roads heading south. Idiot wind blowing every time you move your cheek. You're an idiot, babe. It's a wonder that you still know how to breathe. Well, I threw the chain yesterday, and it said it might be some trouble at the well. Yeah, peace and quiet's been avoiding me for so long. You know it seems like a living hell. Well, there's a lone soldier on the cross, watching falling raindrops pour. You never know it to look at him, but at the final shot he won the war after losing every battle. Idiot wind blowing every time you move your mouth, blowing down the back roads headed south. idiot wind blowing every time you move your cheek. You're an idiot, babe. It's a wonder that you still know how to breathe. It's a wonder that you still know how to breathe. It's a wonder that you still know how to breathe.
I was just saying in the chat how, friends of mine would always ask to borrow Leo to go pick up women.
Yeah.
He's like a chick magnet, you know. And he's got like this bag I made, so he's like got a little kangaroo pouch. And
You could be the kangaroo. If you have like kangaroo type stuff. Oh, Murph is trying to call me right now. God damn it. Can't call me right now. I'm streaming right now.
So, yeah, Leo has a little pouch and he hangs out in there. And even when I'm dancing, he'll stay in there and he'll lay down in there and go to sleep. Or he rides up on my shoulder like a parrot. And they got all the people dancing. And so, I can't wait for that again. I can't wait, Leo.
Son of a bitch.
Here comes the cat.
I married Isis on the 5th day of May. Could not hold on to her for very long, so I cut off my hair and I rode straight away for the wild unknown country where I could not go wrong. I came to a high place of darkness and light. The dividing line ran through the center of town. Well, I hitched up my pony to the post on the right, went into the laundry to wash my clothes down. Well, a man in the corner approached me for a match. I knew right away he was not ordinary. He said, "Are you looking for something easy to catch?" I said, "I got no money." He said, "That ain't necessary." Well, we set out that night for the cold in the north. I gave him my blanket and he gave me his word. I said, "Where we going?" He said, "Be back by the 4th. I said, "That's the best news that I've ever heard." I was thinking about turquoise, I was thinking about gold, I was thinking about diamonds and the world's biggest necklace as we rode through the canyons, through the devilish cold. I was thinking about Isis, how she thought I was so reckless. Well, she told me one day that we'd meet up again and things would be different the next time we'd wed. If I could only hang on and just be a friend, I could still remember all the best things she said. Well, we came to the pyramids all embedded in ice. He said, "There's a body that I'm trying to find. If I carry it out, it'll bring a good price." 'Twas then I knew what he had on his mind. Well, the wind, it was howling and the snow was outrageous. We chopped through the night and we chopped through the dawn. When he died, I was hoping that it wasn't contagious. When I made up my mind that I had to go on. Well, I broke into the tomb, but the casket was empty. There was no jewels, no nothing. I felt I'd been had when I saw that my partner was just being friendly. When I took up his offer, I must have been mad. up his body and I dragged him inside. Threw him down in a hole and I put back the cover. I said a quick prayer and I felt satisfied. Then I rode back to find Isis just to tell her I love her. She was there in the meadow where the creek used to rise, blinded by sleep and in need of a bed. I came in from the east with the sun in my eyes. I cursed her one time, then I rode on ahead. She said, where you been? I said, no place special. She said, you look different. I said, well, I guess not quite. And she said, you been gone? I said, that's only natural. She said, you gonna stay? I said, yeah, I think I just might. Cinco de Mayo, 5th day of Mayo was a Cinco de Mayo. She was there in the meadow where the creek used to rise, blinded by sleep and in need of a bed. And I came in from the east with the sun in my eyes. I cursed her one time, then I rode straight ahead. Boom, boom, boom. All right, we got like 10 minutes. That's enough for another 14-versed Bob Dylan song.
And Noli just came in.
Nole, nole. I do hope everyone will join us over there on the Roar Media. Get some of that beauty and the boomer in you, because that's some good shit.
Roar Media Live.
That's right.
Leo says that you guys need to go over to Roar Media.
Yeah, everybody.
Leo is gonna be over there, so you gotta join Leo, because
Follow us.
He's a cute little guy. I mean, you gotta take the advice of a cute drumming, piano playing, dancing dog. I do.
Well, darkness at the break of noon, shadows, even the silver spoon, handmade blade, the child's balloon, eclipse of both the sun and moon. To understand, you know too soon that there is no sense in trying. Threats they bluff with scorn. Suicide remarks are torn from the fool goes mouthpiece to hollow horn. Plays wasted words but proves to warn. He not busy being born is a busy dying. So don't fear if you hear a foreign sound in your ear. It's alright, Mom, I'm only sighing. As some want victory, some downfall. Private reasons, great or small, can be seen in the eyes of those that call. Make all the things that should be killed to crawl. Others say don't hate nothing at all except a hatred. Disillusioned words like bullets bark as a human gods aim for their mark. Make everything from toy guns that spark, flesh color cries that glow in the dark. Easy to see without looking too far, that much is really sacred. While preachers preach of evil fates, teachers teach that knowledge weights can lead to $100 plates. Goodness hides behind its gates, but even the President of the United States sometimes must have to stand naked. It's people's games, mama, that you got to dodge. Yeah, and it's alright, ma, I can make it. Well, advertising signs that con you into thinking you're the one that can do what's never been done, that can win what's never been won. Meantime, life outside goes on all around you. Yeah, well, you lose yourself and you reappear, and you suddenly find you got nothing to fear. Alone you stand with nobody near, when a trembling distant voice unclear startles your sleeping ears to hear somebody thinks they really have found you. And the questions in your nerve is lit. You know there is no answer fit to satisfy and show you not to quit. Keep it in your mind and not forget that it is not he or she or them or it that you belong to. All the masters make the rules for the wise man and the fools. Well, I've got nothing more to live up to. Well, for them that they must obey authority, and them that they do not respect in any degree, would despise their jobs, their destinies, speak jealously of them that are free, cultivate their flowers to be nothing more than they invest in. While some on principles baptized to strict party platform ties, social clubs in drag disguised, outsiders they can freely criticize, tell nothing except who to idolize, then they say God bless him. While one who sings with his tongue on fire gargles in the rat race choir, bent out of shape from society's pliers, cares not to come up any higher, but rather gets you down in a hole that he's in. But I mean no harm, I put no fault on anyone that lives in a vault. I said, it's alright, Mom, if I can't please him. Old ladies, judges watch people in pairs, and limited in sex they dare to push fake morals, insult and stare. Money doesn't talk, it swears. Obscenity, who really cares? Propaganda, all is phony. While them that defend what they cannot see with a killer's pride, security, it blows the minds most bitterly for them to think that death's honesty won't fall upon them naturally. Life sometimes must get lonely. Well, my eyes collide head on with stuffed graveyards, false goals I scuffed at the pettiness which plays so rough. Walk upside down inside handcuffs, kick my legs to crash it off. So okay, I've had enough. What else can you show me? And if my thought dreams could be seen, they probably put my head in a guillotine. Yeah, but it's alright, Mom, it's life and life only. Yeah, but it's alright, Mom, it's life and life only. right, everybody, let's head over to the Roar Medias and get our Beauty and the Boomer on. What do you say, Mama?
And we're gonna do a post show.
And we're gonna do a set after that set. After the show is over, we'll do another set, and we'll round up all the people and bring them back. How about that?
That sounds awesome.
Let's do that.
I hope to see you guys all at Beauty and the Boomer, and back to hang out with us after then.